I got pretty lucky on this one. First time I pulled up Atalanta and Hura. Gonna try Atalanta first. And with this update, we do have the option of seeing what skills they're gonna come with. Let's see right here. I am kind of tempted to use him with my lightning squad, but because I am a win fanatic, I don't like her skills that they do have on her, but I'm still going to give it a try. So what we're going to do, let's set up my win squad.
You have proved
Now,
worthy. Will you join me?
I think Quinn is such an essential part of this squad. However, I also do think she will work with Baldwin in that she might complement him in a way which you might see the front row running more as support. So we're going to try doing this first. You can see that I've got 10, 10, 10 on Zephyr. It's looking strong there. So we're going to go ahead and not skip the battle and go ahead with it. Will be interesting. This is my third squad, let's keep that in mind. She is riding a bear, that looks very cool. Chill didn't work. I do like how the arrows are coming out. That is her range. She does have like a sight of vision, and she just took out Liz with that. So she does slow down attack speed. And I think you'll see here she's not using her energy skill because that was Merlin wasn't in her line of sight. So that's going to be interesting going forward. Let's have a quick replay of that. Especially the end part, I do want to have a look at that again. Is she flipping that? Let's have a close look at that. That's interesting. Water Dragon doesn't freeze anything. Yep, she does. She flips her weapon. That's really cool. I like that. Oh, wow. I think I'd like to see that bear refined a little bit more. Animation is really cool. She got silence there for a sec. This is her line of sight. It does look like it is that row. We will go back and have her look at her energy skill. But when we see, look now, her, Attila and Merle are on the other side. She is not approaching them until Not sure what happened there for her to move forward. But she does have an area specific to her site. It does look like it's going to be just that row, unless they do move a little bit forward. So that's one thing we're going to have to keep in mind with her. She's not going to have full range. Really cool that I ended up getting her. I've been trying to get her for a while. I'm actually looking to get Harumba as well. Unfortunately, that's the only time I'm going to be able to use her. It was the last one. At least we did get to have a look at her, which is really cool. I thought she was really nice. Love the animation. So what I wanted to do is show you. Oh, you can see it because she's not up here. Entering the sniper energy for 10 seconds, reducing 25% attack speed and gaining a 50% increase normal attack damage. Every normal attack has a 100% chance of piercing the target and cause damage to the enemy behind the target. Now, the second part that I wanted to get into, and perhaps why we didn't see her approach Merlin when she did take out the two immortals in her line of sight. We'll get to that now. The thing is, where it goes, every normal attack has a 100% chance of piercing the target and cause damage to the enemy behind that target. So I believe that is her line of sight. It's going to be that row. So it's really interesting. We did see her approach Merlin towards the end. I'm not sure what triggered her to move forward, but I did see a circle around her. So she is going to have restrictions on that. So that the enemy in front is always going to get hit and the enemy behind is always going to hit because it's not RNG. It's always 100% chance. We have that confirmed. But we also did see that circle around her when she does trigger that. So what will happen is once the targets that are directly in front of her are killed, she will only hit the other targets if they do enter that line of sight. There is a circle around her. I'm not sure just how wide it is, but it wasn't wide enough to affect them immediately. She did have to move forward and it did take some time. So that's something we have to keep in mind. And another thing I wanted to show you is why I think she'll work better with Quinn. Let's have a real quick look at what Quinn does. We can see Quinn inflicts wound on all enemy units. It's not going to be important to how Atalanta works. Let's skip that. Also grants cleave to all wind immortals, so the normal attacks deal 50% extra damage to a nearby enemy target. Lasts 8 seconds. And to the second part, where it does increase the attack speed of all units by 25%. So we know Atalanta's already going to get a 50% increase attack speed. So with Quinn, I do believe they will stack. And because her normal attack is going to have 100% chance of causing damage to the target and the target directly behind that target, I think there's a perfect synergy here. So I personally feel she's going to work much better with Quinn. Essentially, you can turn Wind into a incredibly high physical damage dealing squad. It won't rely on Baldwin because he's not going to be in the picture. I think it can work, and I think it's going to work. I just hope I get to have more chance of using her in the Mysterium. I do want to do some more tests. Really looking forward to when we get the chance to have her. Not sure when she's going to become available. Hopefully sooner rather than later. I will paste that in when I do this video. I'll show you her energy skill and what it does. Super excited that she finally did show up. Looking forward for her to coming out. I can't wait. Still trying to get Beyond. Hoping to test him out. Alright, that's all from me for today. Take care of yourself and take care of each other. Super excited!